Amidst the pitch-black sky, amid the roar of jet engines, a giant silhouette appeared. It was not just an airplane, but a symbol of an era. The B-52 Stratofortress, the steel giant of the United States Air Force. Up above, where the pressure silences voices, a steel giant still powerfully glides by the B-52. In the vast sky, the roar of the engine seems to tear the silence, echoing to the ground like thunder. Since the middle of the 20th century, that figure has been imprinted in the sky, becoming an obsession for enemies and the pride of those who own it. But the B-52 is not simply a bomber. It is a symbol of industrial power, a cold deterrent in the Cold War era, a tool that the superpowers used to shape the world order. A giant block of steel, but also a living chapter of history, connecting the past with the present, bringing us into the story of one of the most legendary flying machines of mankind. Born out of the urgent need of the United States Air Force during the most tense period of the Cold War, the B-52 Stratofortress was born as a bold answer to the big question: how to project air power across every ocean to every corner of the world. From the initial design in the early 1950 seconds, engineers envisioned a giant machine that could take off from the continental United States and fly thousands of kilometers across half the world without stopping. They chose a distinctive design, a long, slender fuselage, wings that extended nearly 180 feet, and 8 jet engines mounted on pylons under the wings. It was that look that made the B-52 both iconic and unmistakable. It was capable of carrying huge payloads, performing a wide range of missions, and most importantly, becoming one of the most recognizable images in modern aviation history. The B-52 is not only as an airplane, it is the crystallization of ambition, technology, and global strategic thinking. The B-52 was designed to fly incredibly long distances. In standard conditions, it can cover more than 8,000 kilometers without refueling, a figure that makes it one of the longest-range aircraft in the world. With aerial refueling, that range is virtually unlimited, allowing the B-52 to reach any battlefield on the planet. With its large cargo bay, it can not only carry weapons but also install a variety of payloads, from auxiliary fuel tanks, electronic jamming equipment, to long-range surveillance and reconnaissance systems. Inside the cockpit, the pilot operates through many layers of complex control panels. Each button, each screen, reflects a stage of technological evolution. The navigation system, from classic mechanical to modern electronic, has been continuously upgraded over the decades. It is this combination that makes the B-52 two-faced, both a classic machine of the 1,960 seconds 50 is a modern platform, ready to adapt to the 21st century. During the tense period of the Cold War, when the world was divided between two opposing blocs, the B-52 was considered the backbone of the U.S. nuclear deterrence strategy. B-52 squadrons regularly took off to patrol the skies, flying along the borders of the rival blocs, like ghosts hovering to remind that deterrence is always present. It was not just a training flight, it was also a show of force, a way to send a political message, demonstrating the determination and readiness of a superpower. For leaders, each B-52 inches, the air was like a strategic card, ready to be laid down at any time in the global chess game. But the history of the B-52 does not stop at deterrence. It has repeatedly participated directly in large-scale campaigns, where its engine roar and giant silhouette became an indelible mark in modern historical memory. In Vietnam, the B-52 became synonymous with large-scale nighttime bombing raids. Its massive silhouette, silently flying through the sky, with the sound of its engines vibrating and the flashes of distant explosions, were etched into the memories of many generations. For the people, the B-52 was a symbol of destruction. For the military, it was a testament to global, industrial, and strategic power. After Vietnam, the aircraft continued to leave its mark in the Middle East, the Balkans, and many other regions of the world. Whether in an offensive or deterrent role, the appearance of the B-52 was always strategic, affecting not only the battlefield, but also international politics and public opinion. But along with that, the B-52 also caused a lot of controversy when its superior power meant no small humanitarian cost. The B-52, therefore, was both a military tool and a symbol of endless debates. The B-52 has not endured because it is immortal, but because it has been constantly renewed through each stage. Each generation of improvement is like a new breath of life into this giant steel body. From the original mechanical control panels, the B-52 cockpit has been equipped with modern avionics systems, new generation radars, digital displays, and meter-accurate GPS satellite navigation systems. Weapons and command systems have also been continuously upgraded from 1,950 seconds analog mechanisms to networked command systems, allowing coordination with modern forces. The B-52's airframe, thanks to its solid platform design, has become a house that can continuously assemble new technology. That is why an aircraft born in 1955 can still stand shoulder to shoulder with the most advanced generations of equipment. The B-52 is a clear demonstration of long-term strategic vision, showing the value of a timeless design. Behind every B-52 flight, there is more than just steel, engines, or technology. There is a whole group of people silently operating that giant. In the cockpit, the pilots and navigators coordinate in harmony. Each movement is practiced hundreds of times. Out there, on the ground, engineers and maintenance staff work tirelessly from checking every screw, every engine, to calculating flight paths, fuel, and weather conditions. Long nights on duty in the base, harsh training sessions, or emergencies that require repairs in just a few short hours, all create a picture full of sweat, discipline, and team spirit. It is they, the people behind the giant wings, who are the true heart that keeps the B-52 alive, flying, and making its mark in history. Today, when war has changed its appearance and military technology has entered a new era, the B-52 is no longer just associated with the image of bombs dropped from an altitude of tens of thousands of meters. It has become a flexible combat platform, capable of taking on many different roles, from supporting long-range attacks, creating strategic pressure, to suppressing enemy air defense systems, collecting electronic intelligence from above, or coordinating with coalition forces in multinational campaigns. It is this versatility that helps the B-52 overcome the limitations of its age, transforming it from a classic machine into a modern weapon, still retaining its strategic value. That is why, more than half a century after its birth, the B-52 is still present in the U.S. Air Force's inventory and is still considered a key piece on the global chessboard. In its journey of nearly 7 decades, the B-52 has not only had perfect flights, it has experienced countless challenges, unexpected technical problems, tragic accidents, and even life and death situations where the crew had to make split-second decisions. However, from there, spectacular stories emerged. Pilots holding the wheel firmly while the engine caught fire, ground engineers working all night to repair it in time for takeoff, or times when B-52 seconds returned to base in a state of severe damage but still safe, thanks to the coordination and bravery of the entire team. Each incident, each effort to overcome difficulties, became a valuable lesson. They contributed to improving safety procedures, upgrading technical systems, and making B-52 seconds more and more perfect through each generation. That is also the reason why, despite many decades, this giant continues to exist and move forward. The B-52 is not just a war machine. It is also a political message, a symbol that can replace words in sensitive moments. When a squadron of B-52 seconds appears in the sky of a tense area, it is not simply a training flight. It is a strong message. The force is always ready. The commitment to protect allies is a reality, not a promise. That is why the B-52 is considered a steel diplomatic tool. It can ease the concerns of partners, but at the same time make the opponent consider before each decision. In the international political balance, the presence of the B-52 sometimes has the same weight as a conference or an official statement. Although it was born in the mid-20th century, the B-52 has not stopped. Instead of retiring, it is constantly upgraded to meet the requirements of the new era. Large-scale modernization programs are turning the B-52 into a hybrid machine between the past and the future. New generation avionics systems, modern scanning radar, battlefield networking capabilities, and integrated combat coordination help the B-52 not only maintain, but also expand its role. It will also be equipped with the ability to carry next-generation long-range weapons, elevating it from a traditional bomber to a full-fledged combat platform. The B-52 is expected to remain in service until at least the mid-21st century, and perhaps beyond. This means that a design that was born more than 70 years ago will continue to fly for decades to come, extending the legacy of one of the greatest strategic aircraft in human history. The B-52 is a symbol of many meanings. For Americans, It is a source of industrial pride, a testament to creativity, to military power that can reach anywhere in the world. For former pilots, it is a memory of youth, comrades, and long flights in the tense darkness. But for many nations that have experienced war, the image of the B-52 is associated with long nights of bombs and bullets, with painful memories that are difficult to fade. Therefore, the legacy of the B-52 is never just one-sided. It is both a story of timeless technology, a symbol of power, and a reminder of the price humanity must pay for that power. The legacy of the B-52, therefore, is a multicolored picture, pride and controversy, progress and loss, all blending into the giant silhouette that still flies in the sky today. In the sky, between clouds and time, the B-52 still flies. It is not just a heavy block of steel machinery, but also a living witness to nearly a century of human history. In that giant silhouette, people see power, ambition, and technical progress. But at the same time, they also see controversy, loss, and the price paid for human choices. When you look up and see the image of a B-52 flying through the sky, it is not just an airplane. It is a flesh and blood story of power, of technology, and most of all of human history, with all its complexity, glory, and tragedy.